So good morning everyone. Online, is my voice is audible? You confirm in chat box once.
Yes,
As
but
well.
bit low. Your voice is bit low.
So good morning everyone. Online. Is it clear now?
Yes.
So thank you for the confirmation. Actually, in last class, what we have discussed? So we
Web.
have discussed about the servers as well as Linux introduction, right? So let me recap it one more time for you. Okay, so that we can move today. So actually, daily we are using the applications. Now, what is meant by application? What is meant by application?
Group of services together.
Group of services together called application. So at the end, where our application will present?
Server.
Will present on the server. Now, what is meant by server?
X.
Where the services are present.
Server is nothing but which provides the services to the end user. Right. Now, so totally how many types of servers we are having?
3.
3.
Three types of servers. What are they?
Web
App,
application.
web
Web
and DB
App
server.
and
server,
DB
app
server.
server, as well as DB server. Now, what is meant by web server?
UI interface
UI
of the application.
Yeah, UI part of our application. So who will work on the web server? Development team as well as UI UX team. So which type of technologies they will use? CSS, HTML, Java, React, Angular. So where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the presentation layer. So after web server, what we are having? We are having the app server. Now what is meant by app server? Where our logic was present. So who will work on the app server? We are having the development team. So which type of technologies they will use? So Java, .NET, Python. So according to our wish. So where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the logic layer. So after app server, what we are having, sir? We are having the database server. Now, what is meant by database server? Where our info will get stored. So, who will work on the database server? Ultimately, we are having the DB team. So, which type of technologies they will use? SQL, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB. So, like. So, where it is going to be present? It is going to be present on the back end. So, we have discussed in the last class. Now, after this, what we are having? We are having the architectures of servers. What we are having? We are having the architectures of servers. So, totally, how many types of architectures we are having?
4.
Four types. So majorly we are having
3.
three types of architectures. So what are they?
One tier architecture.
One tier architecture, two
2
tier
tier,
architecture, as well as three
3
tier
tier.
architecture. So now, what is meant by one tier architecture? So here, tier is nothing but the layer is nothing but the server. So totally, how many servers we are having here? We are having only one server. So within the one server, how many types of servers we are having here?
3.
Three. So web server as well as app server as well as database server. So example for one tier architecture, what is it?
Laptop.
App. Great. So now after one tier architecture, what we are having here?
2 tier.
Two tier architecture. So totally how many servers will present here?
2 servers.
Two servers will present. So this is my server one. This is my server two. So within the server one, I am going to install the web server. Within the server two, I am going to install the app server as well as database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but two-tier architecture. Example for two-tier architecture,
YouTube.
phone as well as YouTube. So after two-tier architecture, what we are having? We are having the three-tier architecture. So totally how many servers will present here?
3.
Three servers will present. So this is my server one, server two as well as server three. So within the server one, I am going to install the web server, here app server, here database server. So then this type of architecture are nothing but three-tier architecture. So example for three-tier architecture,
Phone, you
phone as well as YouTube. Okay. Next. So then next. So after this, we have discussed about the Linux introduction, right? So what is meant by OS here? What is meant by OS? So OS is
operate.
nothing. Yeah. So OS is nothing but an operating system. So what exactly it will do? So it is going to provide the communication between human as well as machine. Let's say human will know only the high level language like Telugu, Hindi, English, Kannada. So these all are the high level languages. But the server will only understand the binary level language. But the server will only understand the binary level language. Okay, now so converting the human readable language into the machine understandable language are nothing but sorry. So guys, give me 1 minute. Here we are having like so give me 1 minute. Yeah, converting the human readable language. So if the human wants to communicate with the server, the human wants to communicate with the server, I need one translator, right? So here translator are nothing but the OS. Here translator are nothing but the OS. So then next. So after this, we have discussed about the architecture of OS. So now in the architecture of OS, what we are having, sir? First, we are having the hardware, right? Now, what is meant by hardware?
External devices like which
Yes,
like
perfect. Let's say this is my laptop. If any external devices that are connected to my laptop, those information will store on the hardware. So after hardware, we are having the kernel. Now, what is meant by kernel?
External devices and hardware are linked,
External devices.
and the hardware through which it is linked. It's the bridge between hardware and external device.
Yeah, so see here, kernel is nothing but let's say this is my laptop. This is my laptop or server. So in my laptop, I'm having the hardware components like so we are having the CPU, we are having the RAM, we are having the keyboard, mouse. So here hardware components are nothing but which we can see, which we can sense are nothing but the hardware components. Again in my laptop, I'm having the software components. I'm having the software components like runtimes, binaries, all. So kernel is the reason it is going to be communicate between hardware components as well as software components that are present in my system. So after kernel, what we are having? We are having the shell. What we are having here? We are having the shell. Now what is meant by shell? The place where our commands are executing. The place where our commands are executing. Let's say this is my laptop. Within my laptop, I am having the CMD like command prompt. So let me open like let me perform one command. So cd AWS. So the place where our commands are executing are nothing but shell. Are nothing but a shell. So after shell, what we are having? We are having the applications. What we are having, sir? We are having the application. So application is nothing but let's say this is my laptop. Within my laptop, I am having the number of applications, right? The place where our applications are present are nothing but the application. So clear for all of you? So actually, up to this, we have discussed in the last class. So now in this class, so let us try to learn some basic commands in the Linux. So why I am starting the Linux? Actually, I have said, right? So Linux is the base for the DevOps engineer. Without Linux, we can't learn the DevOps. So if you want to learn the Linux or if you want to perform the Linux command, if you want to learn, perform the Linux commands, we need one server. What we need, sir? We need one server. But who will provide me the server? Ultimately, we are having the cloud providers. So AWS, Azure, as well as GCP we are having. So if I want to create a server in the AWS or in the Azure or in the GCP, first I should have an account. I should have an account. Okay, na? So in the upcoming sessions, we are going to create the accounts in the AWS as well as Azure, right? So meanwhile, let me use the some open source platform like Killer Coda. So where we can learn Linux, Git, Docker, all. Okay, so just try to open your Chrome. Just try to open your Chrome and search for Killer Coda. Killer Coda. Search for Killer Coda and just try to take the first link. So then click on the first. Scroll down here. Just try to take the Ubuntu 24.04. So here we can able to practice our Linux. So now see here. So actually, let's say I want to create a file in the laptop. A file in the laptop. So how you are going to create? I want to create a file in the laptop. How we are going to create? So we need to press the right click, new, and then file name, right? So file name, let's say I'm going to give as so Harsha. I'm going to give. Let's say I'm going to rename this one. So Harsha. So this is the way to create the file in the laptop, right? But the Linux, but in the server, if you want to create a file, so the command will be touch. What is the commands are here? Touch. So touch is the command to create a file, in the server. So ultimately, this is a command. So now let us try to perform. So before that, let me remove all this. So let me explain that command. Yeah. So what we are having, sir, here, touch, and then file name. So the file you want to create. Let's say I want to create a file called AWS. So this is the command. This is the file name. So then it enter. My file was created. Now I want to cross check whether my file was created or not. I want to cross check whether my file was created or not. How we are going to check means, so the command will be ls. What is the commands are here? ls. So ls is nothing but short list. ls is nothing but short list. And also we can check with ll, nothing but the long list. So if you give the ll, we will get the full information. So see here, this is my AWS file. Okay, now. So when it was created, so he is the owner. What was the group? So in upcoming classes, we will get to know that what is it. These all are the permissions actually. Okay, now. So this is the user. This is the group when it was created. So in upcoming classes, you will get to know that everyone in very in depth. Okay, now. So meanwhile, touch is the command to create a file. So if you want to cross check, so the command will be ls or ll. So here ls is nothing but the short list, ll is nothing but the long list. So clear for all of you?
Yes.
Just try to confirm in chat box. Yes. So that's great. Now this is the way to create the single file. This is the way to create the single file. But I want to create multiple files. So the command will be the same. Touch, and then file name. So let's say I want to create the Azure file. And also I want to create the DevOps file. And also I want to create the TCS file. So this is the way to create the multiple files. So command will be the same, guys. So we need to maintain the spaces between them. That's it. So then hit enter. Ultimately, we have created 3 files at a time. Now, I want to cross check whether my files was created or not. How you are going to check?
LS.
How we are check? LS. So now hit enter. So previously we are having only AWS file, but I am having now Azure, DevOps as well as TCS file. So this is the way to create multiple files. But I want to create series of files. Let's say I want to create PWC1, PWC2, PWC3. So like I want to create up to PWC10. So I want to create series of files. So I'm not going to give like this. So task PWC1. It is going to be work, but I am not going to give like this. PWC1, PWC2. So I want to create like PWC open braces 1 double dot 10. So the series you want to start with, we need to give here PWC open the braces, so the lower limit and then the upper limit. So remember guys, so here between the lower limit as well as upper limit, there will be only 2 dots. Okay now. So if you by mistakenly give the 3 dots, it is not going to be the accepted one. So by mistakenly you have given 1 dot, it is not going to be accepted one. So lively I am going to perform that one. So see here, if you want to create series of files, so the command will be like hash the series you want to start with open braces 1 double dot 10. So then hit enter. So ultimately this command has created 10 files at a time. 10 files at a time. So if you want to cross check, give the ls. We are having the 10 files. Let's say if by mistakenly I have given 3 dots. Let me check what will happen. So I'm going to go with Harsha 1 triple dot 1 triple dot 10 I have given. 10 I have given. So then hit enter. So now give the ls here. We are having the 1 file. So ultimately it is going to read under a file. It is not going to create the 10 files. Okay.
Why
Yeah.
why
Okay.
you are using open brace between open brace and then dot 2 dots between 1 to 2 dots in between 1 to 10?
So actually, if you want to create the series of 10 files, we need to follow this syntax. So that's the reason I'm giving like this.
Okay. Format of syntax, right?
Yes, syntax will be like this. So this is the series that you want to start with. So here, as your wish, you can give anything. But open
If you
braces,
want more than 10,
yeah, just try to give them above the value of 10 value. Let's say I want to give like say I'm going to give like CL, CL. So how many files you want to create? Let's say I want to create the 50 files. So just try to give the 50 there. Else we are having the 50 files.
okay.
Yeah. So clear? So that's great. Now I'm having the files. So uh, remember guys, so here only 2 dots should be present, not more than that. So done. Next. So guys, this is the way to create the single files as well as multiple files as well as series of files. So clear for all of you up to now?
Yes.
So now I want to remove a file. I want to remove a file. So the command will be rm. What is the command, sir, here? So the command will be rm. So rm is nothing but remove. Rm is nothing but remove. So the file you want to remove. Let's say I want to remove the file called TCS. So previously I am having the TCS file. So totally I have removed the TCS file. If you give the ls, I am not having any TCS. So rm is nothing but remove. So let's say I want to remove the multiple files. So rm, AWS, Azure. So the files that you want to remove. Azure DevOps. So then hit enter. Totally we have removed the AWS, Azure as well as DevOps. So if you want to remove the series of files, if you want to remove the series of files, so the command will be rm. So let's say I want to remove the series that are starting with the HCL star. So it is going to remove the files that are starting with the HCL. So here star is nothing but all the file names that are starting with the HCL. It is going to remove all the HCL files. So then hit enter, give the ls. Previously I am having the HCL files. Now I am not having any HCL. So instead of giving the full HCL, we can also give like RMP star. So the files that are starting with the P, it is going to remove every file. So then hit enter. Now I am not having any P files. So if you want to remove the Harsha file as well, RM H star. So totally we have removed the Harsha file as well. So clear for all of you? How to create the single file, how to create the multiple files, and also how to create the series of files. And also we have removed single file, multiple files as well as series of files. So that's great. Yeah. So now I want to add the data. I want to add the data inside my file. Let's say search. I am having like file called DevOps. What we are having, sir, here? We are having the DevOps. So totally I am having a DevOps file. Now I want to add the data inside my DevOps file. Inside my DevOps file. So how you are going to add, sir? And let's say if you want to add the data, we are having the VIM editor. What we are having, sir, here? We are having the VIM editor. So by using this editor, we can able to add the data inside a file. We can able to add the data inside a file. Okay, na? So basically in the VIM editor, we are having the three modes. How many modes are here? We are having the three modes. One was the command mode. What we are having here? Command mode. So the second one was the inset mode. So the third one was the save and quit mode. So totally we are having the three modes. One was the command mode, second one was the inset mode, third one was the save and quit mode. So these are the three modes that are present in the VIM editor. So now point number one. So when you have opened any file, by using the VIM editor, you will be in the command mode. In which mode you are in? You are in the command mode. So ultimately command mode is the default mode in the VIM editor. Okay, now so we are going to do it lively. So see here. Now next, second point. So if you want to shift from command mode to the inset mode, if you want to shift from command mode to the inset mode, so the command will be small I. We need to press small I button in our laptop. We need to press small I button in our laptop. Again, if you want to shift from insert mode to the command mode again, insert mode to the command mode. So the command will be like, we need to press escape button. So within the first, I think in the every laptop, the first key is going to be the escape button, right? We need to press the escape button. Okay, now. So let us try to do it lively. So later we are going to talk about the save and quit.
For insert mode, we should just press one, just I or any other key.
No, just a small
Supporting.
icon.
Okay.
So now totally I am having my DevOps file. Totally, I am having my DevOps file. So I want to add the data in my DevOps file. How we are going to add? By using the VIM editor. So VIM and then file name. So when you give this command, ultimately one editor will open. So then hit enter. We are having editor or not? We are having the editor. So by default, in which mode you are in, sir?
On.
By default,
Command mode.
command mode. So now, how can I get to know that whether I was in the command mode or insert? How can I get to know that whether I was in the command mode or in insert mode? So remember, guys, for the first time, we will get here file name. So if you are saying the file name, so you are in the command mode only for the first time. Later we are not going to see anything there. So for the first time we can able to see our file name here. So totally I was in the command mode. Now I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. How we are going to shift?
Small I.
Small I. That's perfect. So totally I have pressed the small I. So once I have pressed the small I, we will get here insert. What we are getting, sir, here? Insert. So if you are getting the insert means, so you are in the insert mode. You are in the insert mode. So remember, guys, if you want to add the data, you should be in the insert mode. You should be in the insert mode. So the name itself contain insert, right? We need to be in the insert mode. Let me add some data here. Let's say here this is all about Linux. Okay, now. So I have added my data. Now I want to save this data. So the command will be :W. What is the command here? :W. So :W is used to save the data. Next. So if you want to quit from the VM editor, so the command will be :Q. Quit. If you want to do both at a time, so the command will be :W. :WQ. So instead of giving :WQ, we can also give like :X. So what exactly it will do? It is going to be save as well as quit. It is going to be save as well as quit. So let us try to do it lively. So totally I have added the data. Now I want to save my data. Then what is the command here? :W. So let's say I am going to give as :W. So when I am giving the :W, ultimately it is going to insert the data there. Okay, it is not going to be work. Why it is not going to be work? Means so we are in the insert mode, right? So when you are in the insert mode, the data is going to be the insert there. So whatever the commands I have said, :W, :Q, :WQ or :X, while performing these commands, we should be in the command mode. So the name itself contains command, right? So we should be in the command mode. So how you are going to shift from insert mode to the command mode?
Escape.
We need to press the escape. That's great. So totally I have pressed the escape. So once I have pressed the escape, I am not getting anything here. So if you are not getting anything here, you are in the command mode. Okay, no? Let's say I am in the command mode. I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. What I need to do now?
I.
So once I have pressed the I again, we will get insert. So here we can get to know that if you are getting the insert means you are in the insert mode. If you are not getting anything means you are in the command. Okay. So then next. So see here, totally I have added my data. I want to save my data. Then what is the command here?
:W.
Perfect. What is it? :W. So totally it is going to save my data, but I am not going to quit from the editor. So see, totally my data was saved. Okay. Now I want to quit from this editor. I want to
Colon
quit
Q.
colon. So totally we have given the colon. So totally we have exited from the editor. Now I want to cross check whether my data was saved or not. I want to cross check whether my data was saved or not. So the command will be cat. So ultimately cat is the command to read the data that are present in inside a file. That is the command to read the data that are present in inside a file. Let's say cat DevOps. So totally I have given the cat DevOps. So we will get one message called like we are getting the content. Here this is all about my Linux. So clear for all of you how to add the data inside a file?
Like, could you repeat insert mode to say quick?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to repeat one more time. So see here. Let's say I'm having DevOps file, right? So I want to add the data inside a my file. Inside a file. So what is the command here? In which way we are going to add the data? So by using the VIM method. So let's say I want to add the data inside my DevOps files. So VIM DevOps. So totally we have opened the editor. So basically, when you have opened any file by using the VIM editor, you will be in the command mode. In which mode you are in? You are in the command mode. So now, how can I get to know that whether I was in the command mode or in insert mode? Means, so for the first time, when you have opened any file, for the first time, you will get here your file name. Only for the first time, guys. Okay, now for the first time, you will get here your file name. So if you are getting your file name means you are in the command mode. Okay now. So now after this, I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. Why I am shifting means so the name itself contain insert mode, right? So if you want to add the data, you should be in the insert mode. So not totally I am in the command mode. I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. How we are going to shift means so we need to press the small I button. We need to press the small I button in our laptop. Let's say totally I was in the command mode. Now I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. What I need to do? I need to press the small I button. So once I have pressed the small I button, here we will get insert. What we will get? We will get the insert. So if you are getting the insert means you are in the insert mode. Okay, na? If you are getting the insert means we are in the insert mode. So in the insert mode only we can able to add the data. Let's say I'm going to add my data. Here this is all about DevOps. Okay, na? So totally I have added my data. Now I want to save my data. I want to save my data. So if you want to save your data, so the command will be :W. So :W is the command to save your data. So totally we have saved, but we need to quit from the editor, right? We need to quit from the editor. So if you want to quit from the editor, so the command will be :Q. It is going to be the quit. So if you want to do both at a time, so if you want to save your data as well as quit from the VIM editor, so the command will be :WQ. So instead of giving :WQ, we can also give :X. It is going to be do save and quit at a time. Okay now. So now see here I want to save my data as well as quit from the VIM editor. So the command will be :WQ, right? So when we are giving the :WQ, so ultimately it is going to be insert there, right? So it means whatever the comments I have said, :W, :Q or :WQ or :X, whatever the commands I have said, you should be in the command mode. So while performing these commands, you should be in the command mode. So when you are in the insert mode, the name itself contains insert, right? So whatever the commands you are performing, so it is going to be insert there. So remember, we should be in the command. So now my question is, how you are going to shift from insert mode to the command mode?
Escape.
Escape. Perfect. What is it? Escape. So totally I have pressed the escape. So when you have pressed the escape, so ultimately we are not getting insert option here. If you are not seeing the insert, means you are in the command mode. If you are not seeing anything here, you are in the command mode. So if you are getting the insert, means you are in the insert mode. Let's say I am going to press one more time as small I. So totally I have pressed the small I, we will get the insert. So I am going to press the escape button. So once I have pressed the escape button, I am in the command mode and we are not getting anything. Now I want to save my data as well as quit from the VAM editor at a time. So what is the command here?
WQ.
Colon W. Great. So then hit enter. So totally we have given the colon WQ. So my data was saved as well as we have quitted from the VAM editor. So now I want to cross check whether my data was saved or not. I want to cross check whether my data was saved or not. How you are going to check means, so here cat is the command to see the data that are present in a file. Cat is the command to see the data or to read the data that are present in a file. So cat and then file name. So then hit enter. So we are having our data. So here this is all about Linux. Here this is all about the DevOps. Clear for all of you?
Got it.
Perfect. So again, I am going to open my DevOps file with the VM editor. So then hit enter. Now, I want to copy a line. Let's say I want to copy. Here this is all about the Linux. So if you want to copy a line, so the command will be y. What is the command here? So the command will be y. So totally we have copied a line. Okay now. So here y means, so we need to press the y button 2 times. Okay now. So if you want to copy, I mean it is going to be the single line. So if you want to copy the 2 lines, so here we need to press the 2 y. So 2 numerical value y. So it is going to be copy 2 lines. 2 lines copy. So if you want to copy 5 lines, in the same way we need to press the 5 number button. Later we need to double press the y button. Okay now. So it is going to copy 5 lines. 5 lines copy. In the same manner, if you want to copy 10 lines, so the command will be 10y. So here 10 is going to be the number y. Copy a line. So let's say I'm going to copy the 2 lines. So if you want to copy the 2 lines, so what I need to do now? What I need to do? 2y. Perfect. 2y. So totally I have copied the 2 lines. Once I have copied the 2 lines, I need to paste it. So if you want to paste, so the command will be p. Okay, so totally I am going to press the P button. It is going to be paste 2 lines. Okay, so if you want to cross it, just have to go to the last, we will get here. P 2 lines, it is going to be paste. Now, I want to set the numbers. I want to set the numbers.
Copy all lines.
So
if you want copy all lines in your file.
If you want to copy all the lines, so first we need to set the number there. So first we need to set the number. So later we need to give the number that you want to copy. Let's say I'm going to set the number. Set number. So totally how many lines we are having here?
18.
18 lines. So I want to copy the 18 lines. So then what is the command?
18y.
Yes, perfect. That was the correct. Clear?
How can we copy, like, for example, I want to copy from 4 to 6?
So we can give the ranges.
Okay.
I will tell. In upcoming classes, you will get to know that. So it was the basics. So from the basics, we are going to the advanced one. Now, so totally this is the way to set the numbers. To set the numbers. Now, totally I was at the first line, right? Totally I was at the first line. Now, I want to go to the 10th line. I want to go to the 10th line. So if you want to go to the 10th line, so the command will be colon 10. So totally I am in the 10th line. Totally I am in the 10th line. Now, if I want to go to the 15th line, if I want to go to the 15th line, so the again colon 15. So you will go to that particular line. Okay. Now. Next. So let's say I want to replace a word. I want to replace a word. Let's say I am having the word called Linux. So here also I am having the Linux. Here also I am having the Linux. I want to replace all the Linux with the AWS. With the AWS. So if you want to replace a word, so the command will be sed. What is the command here? We are having the sed. So the syntax will be colon percentage s. So there is no spaces between them. Guys. See here colon percentage s. So here s is nothing but the set slash old word. So let's say here my old word is going to be the Linux. So the new word. So here new word is going to be the AWS. So ultimately this is the command colon percentage s slash Linux slash AWS. That's it. So see here, let's try to do it lively. Percentage s dash Linux. I want to replace with AWS. So totally it was replaced. Clear for all of you? Done. Let's say I don't want to save my data. Let's say I have replaced the AWS with the Linux. I don't want to save my data. So what I need to do now? I want to quit from the editor, right? So if you are quitting from the editor without saving the changed one, so ultimately previously what I am having, it is going to be present that content only, right? So when you are giving sometimes like colon Q, we are not going to quit from the editor. We are not going to quit from the editor. So if you want to quit forcefully, if you want to quit from the VM editor forcefully, so we need to add the exclamatory colon Q. So here this is going to be the exclamatory, like it is going to be represent as forcefully. So when you add this character, it is going to quit from the VM editor forcefully colon Q bracket. So forcefully we are going to quit from the editor. So then hit enter. We have quitted from the editor. So previously what I am having my data, I am having only 2 lines. Now when we give this again cat DevOps, we are having only 2 lines. Basically we haven't saved the data. So that's the reason we are having only 2 lines. So clear for all of you?
Yes.
So that's great. Next. Let's say basically these all are the basic commands, guys. So we are having the advanced commands as well. So see here next. Let's say this is the way to create the files. Now, do we have any file? Called AWS here? We are having the only DevOps file, right? Do we have any AWS file?
No.
No, right? So let me try to open VAM AWS. It is going to be work or not?
Yes.
So what about the others? Any random? It is going to be work or not? So guys, I am repeating. So actually from the day 1 to the till the end, our sessions is going to be the interactive sessions only. Okay. So it is going to be work or not?
Creates a new file.
Sorry.
It will automatically create a new file.
Perfect. So actually, EAM editor will see whether this file was present or not. So if it was present, it is going to be open that file. If it is not present, it is going to create one file for you. Okay, na? So I'm repeating. So actually, EAM editor will see whether this file was present or not. So if it is present, it is going to be open that file. If it is not present, it is going to be create one file for you. So VAM AWS. So then hit enter. Totally, I was opened the AWS file. So how we are going to get, sir? So here we can see the file name. So let's say I'm going to go insert mode. So where this is my AWS file. So totally I have added my data. Now I am giving as colon X. So we are going to save our file as well as quit from the VM. Then hit enter. So totally I am having my AWS file. So the AWS file I am having my data. Clear? So then next. Let's say I want to rename my file. I want to rename my file. So if you want to rename your file, so the command will be mb. So mb is nothing but move. Let's say the file you want to rename. I want to rename my file AWS with Azure. So this is the old name. This is the old name. This is the new name. So then hit enter. Ultimately, AWS file was renamed as Azure. If you want to cross check, give the ls. Previously, I am having the AWS, but now I am having the Azure. So what about the content? Now my question is, content will present or not? Content will present or not?
Yes.
Yes.
So totally we have renamed the file name, but the content will present at Azure. We are having our data. So guys, this is let me recap what we have discussed in this session. Okay now. So now I want to create a file. Then what is the command here? I want to create a file called TCS. Then what is the command?
Touch.
Touch and then file TCS.
Fine.
I want to create multiple files. Let's say I want to create the Raju, I want to create the Ravi, and also I want to create the Teja. So how you are going to create these files?
Touch Raju Ravi Teja.
Perfect. Now I want to create the series of files. How you are going to create? Let's say I want to create the Harsha series 1 to 10 files. How we are going to create?
Harsha flower bracket 1.10.
1.15 I have it. Yeah.
Okay, 15.
So it is going to be create. It is going to be create 15. Now I want to remove I want to remove a file. So how you are going to remove? Let's say I'm having the Raju file. I want to remove this file.
RM Raj.
RM Raju. So here RM is nothing but. So I want to remove. Let's say I'm having the Harsha files like 1 to 15 files I am having. I want to remove all the Harsha files. How we are going to remove?
Remove Harsha RH
Harsha
star.
star. So instead of giving Harsha full name, so we can also give H star. So all the files are starting with the H, right? We can able to give the H star. So anything is fine. Yes, perfect. Next. After this, we have discussed about like how to add the data inside a file. So how you are going to add the data inside a file?
We are using VM editor.
VAM editor. So basically in the VAM editor, totally how many modes we are having?
3 modes.
3 modes. What are they?
Command mode,
Command.
insert mode,
Insert mode.
Insert mode,
save and quit.
Save and quit.
save and quit mode. Now I want to shift from Basically, when you have opened any file with the VM editor, in which mode you are in?
Command mode.
Command mode.
Command mode. Now I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. What I need to do?
I, small I.
So how can I get to know that whether I was in the command mode or in insert mode? How can I get to know that?
File name will listen.
Yeah,
File name
first
is
time at the bottom we will get the file name. Okay, now so totally I was in the command mode. Now I want to shift from command mode to the insert mode. We need to be press small I. Now how can I get to know that whether I was in the insert mode or in command mode?
We can change the modes.
check the
Here we
bottom.
can get to know. Like at the bottom we will get the insert. Let's say if we are getting the insert means you are in the insert mode. Okay, if you are getting nothing means you are in
Command
the
mode.
Now I have shifted from the command mode to the insert mode. Now I want to shift from insert mode to the command mode. How we are going to?
Escape.
That's perfect. Now I want to save my data. I want
Colon
to save
W.
colon W. It is going to be the same. So if you want to quit from the VM editor, you want to
Colon Q.
colon Q. It is going to be the Q. Now I want to do both at a time.
Colon X.
W.
Colon X or the colon W.
WQ.
Now I want to copy a line.
Y.
Why? So I want to copy 10 lines.
10
10
Y.
by
10
Y.
YY.
You know. So I want to paste. I want to paste. Perfect. Now I want to set my numbers.
Colon set number.
Colon set number.
Number.
Perfect. Now totally I am having the 20 lines. I want to go to the 7th line.
7. Column 7.
Next, I want to replace a word.
Set.
Set
Colon.
Percentile
X.
Colon percentage
as old word
slash.
old word slash new word. Perfect. Next, I want to rename a file.
MV.
So here MV is nothing but
Rename.
yeah, rename is used to MV. So full form is going to be the move. So guys, that's it from my end for today. So guys, if you have any doubts over the session, you can ask. So clear for all of you now. First of all, how was the session?
Good.
So I'm repeating actually from the day one to the till the end, our sessions is going to be like this only. It is going to be the interactive session. So in other institutes, they are not going to give the unmute options for you. So if you are not getting the unmute options means you are not going to interact with the particular trainer. Okay, na? Our institute is not like that. From the day one to the till the end, our sessions is going to be like this one. So if you are having any doubts, you can ask me at any point of time. Okay, now so without clarifying the doubts, you can't able to concentrate on the class. So guys, that's it from my end. So if you have any doubts, you can ask. So think all are good. Okay then, bye all. Have a nice day. See you in the tomorrow's class.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.